You're listening to The Afternoon on Q101 Merritt's Music Mix. My name's Jesse Paculat, and I'm joined right now by Hayden and Megan of the County Line. Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. How are you guys?
Great.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, man. Rockin River is just about here. How you feeling?
Oh, we're hyped. We're really hyped up for this. We're really excited. We've wanted to get out there for a couple of years now. We're glad that we get the chance this year.
Yeah, this will be your first time at the Rockin River.
Yes, it will.
Have you been there as a fan before?
No, we've been doing our own shows and touring on the same weekend for the last few years. So it's going to be a new experience for us.
It's my first experience as well, so we're all in the same boat.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
How did the name The County Line come up?
Well, we had a different name, and there was a band that had a similar name to us here in Victoria, where we're based out of. So we changed it. We used some of the same words that we had before, and yeah, that's how that happened.
Yeah, it just happened to be too similar, and you had to switch it up a little bit.
yeah, they tried to take us to that law court thing over trademark infringement or something. It was
Okay, well, I guess we can't really talk about this anymore, can we?
No, it's fine. It's all in the past. But we actually are happy that we changed the name. We feel this one suits us a lot more.
Right, yeah, the County Line. So let's talk about this. You started in 2013. You guys got together to start the band. You guys have been playing individually for a long time before you guys got together. Hayden, I understand you were more into rock, and Megan, you were into R&B. Did you have like a particular favorite rock song you like to perform, Hayden, or for you, Megan? Favorite R&B?
Oh, I've always been a fan of Life is a Highway, which is something that I've played with all the bands that I've played with through the years.
Yeah, Tom Cochran. I saw him live in Kamloops recently.
Yeah, he actually retweeted our cover of it that we played last summer at Sunfest.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, that gave me a really big happiness.
Yeah, you get a shout out from the man himself.
Yeah.
It was great.
And how about you, Megan, for R&B?
Yeah, I mean, I love singing like old Aretha Franklin songs. Got to be one of my favorites. I also did a lot of stuff. Hayden's gonna roll his eyes with musical theater back in the day, which I like a good cheesy musical theater song. Not gonna lie.
Well, you mentioned Aretha Franklin. I love the song "Think."
Yes, we listened to that on a radio tour about a month ago, I guess.
Yeah, you should have seen us in the car, man. We were jumping up and down, doing all sorts of hand movements.
Oh man, that's a powerful song.
Yeah, gets me going.
Oh yeah, Aretha Franklin. That's a good choice. All right, so now you guys met. So how did that happen? You guys met and you decided country was for you. Can you take us down that timeline?
Yeah, that's a good story, actually. So Hayden bought a house, and I was in it. So I was already a tenant in the suite, and he basically acquired me. From there, we talked about putting together a project, and it was really, I thought it was really going to be something small and just getting myself and himself back into doing some music on the side, and it's turned into what we're doing.
Yeah, you guys kind of discovered that you had a chemistry together, so that's where it all started. You were a tenant, and you guys just kind of jammed together, and you thought, wait a minute?
Yeah, we were jamming together, and we were doing some very small shows around Victoria, just in pubs and restaurants, really, as a duo, and then we added a third player as a trio, all acoustic, and then we just kept on getting more and more requests for shows, and one of the big things that happened is here in Victoria, the Duke Saloon opened up, which is got to be one of the best country venues in the province, and it was perfect timing for us. We managed to land one of their nights as a house band and quickly moved ourselves from a trio playing acoustic shows to a full 5-piece band.
And who else is in the band?
Well, we've got Christian Stevenson, who's on bass. He's been with us since the beginning. Alex Campbell's been on drums for almost 3 years now. Ryan Clayton, who's one of the better-known guitar players on the island here. He's got tone and fingers for days. The guy's amazing. We're really happy to have him on board. A gentleman named Chris Van Sickle on keyboards. He's also unbelievable, well-known musicians, toured the world several times. And we've got a 7th player now for our bigger shows, Chris Erickson, who plays just acoustic guitar. So it's really filled up, and we've kind of added one over the past 8 months or so, each 8 months to get bigger and bigger.
Do you plan on adding more?
Well,
a horn section and a string section.
No, I think we're going to try to keep it at this for a while, until we get a few more of these festival gigs.
Mm-hmm.
it's really nice having a bunch of musicians on stage. You get so much chemistry and so much energy to build off of the more people there are, I found, especially with the type of guys that we've got. We're really lucky.
Yeah, more than just a duo. It's almost like you got your own gang up there.
Yeah, we're definitely a working band.
Yeah, let's talk about your working ways. You mentioned that you played these small bars at first. Do you remember the very first time you got paid at one of these bar gigs?
Yeah, well, the weekend that the Duke Saloon opened, they're coming up to their 3rd anniversary. So we played the Sunday night of a long weekend, I believe it was, in August 3 years ago, and that was an awesome experience. And then from there, we just really built up our fan base. Moving into the year after, I guess, is when our first really big gig came, which was playing Sunfest.
Mm-hmm. So that was your first big festival. About to get bigger, of course, but it all started with that bar gig where you played music, and in the end, they give you money for it.
Yes, I see where you're going. Yeah, that was, with the acoustic shows, we were making that happen, but at the bar where it was a crowd only there to see country music, focus on the band and dance, yeah, that was definitely at the Duke Saloon, and it was an amazing time.
I did read that you guys are kind of interactive as well. You kind of like to involve some of the audience as well, like especially at the end of a show. I would like to ask, what is your favorite Disney song to belt out with your fans at the end of a show?
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Well, that doesn't happen very often, but sometimes, especially at the Duke here in Victoria, a little Beauty and the Beast after showtime sing along is always fun.
The crowd interaction, we just try to get everyone singing along and having a good time, whether they know the song or not, try to get people moving and singing. And
you actually have 2 sets this weekend, so can you let us know exactly when and which stage you guys will be performing on?
Yeah, we are on the, I'm not too sure exactly what they call it. We're on the side stage, the secondary stage at Rockin River Fest.
Mm-hmm.
And our first set is from 6 till 6:30. And our second set is from 7:30 till 8:15.
Okay, so you get a little bit of a break there, and then you come back onto the same stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be such a great time. We've actually opened for Brett Kissel before a couple years ago, and we're so excited to be playing before him again on Saturday. It's going to be awesome.
I can't say this enough either with everybody that I've interviewed before, because it's kind of cool when you think about it. You are also, I mean, you're not opening for him, but you're sharing the same stage, essentially, as Willie Nelson.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I know. That's so exciting. We're torn between being able to stick around and having to jet back to the island to get to Sunfest.
Yeah, you do have another music festival, so you guys are in and out this weekend as well.
Yeah, but I think being tired the next day might be worth it.
Yeah. I know, you've been at it for a few years now, and I guess this question is more towards you, Hayden. You learn lessons along the way. You can share this with other aspiring artists. How important is it to avoid mac and cheese and pork 30 minutes before you perform?
Oh, man, you've been reading our Facebook page, I guess. Oh, dude, that was the worst. I've got this soft spot for mac and cheese. Like, I love it, and I've been trying to hold off on it because, too much of it doesn't make you...
Yeah, it doesn't exactly make you a bodybuilder, right?
Yeah, it makes you kind of slow and lumpy. So I just caved because it looked so good, and I just powered through the whole thing, and it was like I ate a brick. I could hardly move my legs on the stage. I was breathing heavy and hardly getting enough oxygen for the singing. It was just a mess. But thanks for bringing that up.
It's just something to avoid later in your career. Now you know.
Now I know, and now all the young and up-and-comers will know that too. Even though that's kind of Performance 101, you don't do that before a show.
Right.
A real-life
and
story.
dairy.
That being said, like, do you have like a set time that you usually eat before a show, or do you have like any pre-game meals, I guess you could call it?
Things were a lot more organized when we were less busy. Now I feel like we just constantly have to kind of go with the flow with what we're doing. We travel a lot for shows now, and we play a lot of shows, or we play like 2 to 3 times a week, and I would say about 80% of our shows are not in Victoria anymore. So the whole pregame warm-up thing definitely varies.
Yeah,
Right.
I've been caught with a burrito on stage, too. Just hide a burrito behind the amp and pretend you're having a swig of beer. But you're just having a bite of burrito.
Well, it's convenient enough, too. I'll bring the scale way down because I know what you mean by varies. And by bringing the scale way down, I mean I'm talking about like men's league and beer league and stuff like that when I do like slow pitch or hockey. But sometimes, even though like it's game day and it's just a beer league, there's nothing on the line, it's just me with some buddies, and still, sometimes I have a problem like eating before it, and I just go on an empty stomach.
Oh, Megs is like that. She really doesn't like to eat too close to the show. She'll maybe have a little bit of salad and save half of it.
Right.
The show, me, I now will not do the mac and cheese.
Hayden's got beer and cheese and pork.
He's just a good old country boy, man.
Yeah, no, I try to have one beer before the show. That helps me get into it. That's kind of the one thing that I can almost always count on. That's pretty much it for predictable pregame show. Sorry, man, that one's not a good story.
That's all right, man. We got to the mac and cheese and pork part.
Yeah. Want some more of that stuff, actually. Just do it on a Tuesday.
And guys, just in case listeners are listening right now, they're hearing these crazy stories, they want to find out more, where can they go?
The hub for everything for us is thecountyline.ca, as well as our Facebook and Instagram pages. Just search The County Line.
Excellent. And they can find out there's new tunes on there, there's a biography on you guys, and there's all kinds of stuff over there.
Yeah, they should head over, have a listen. Our whole album's on there, and our latest single, Backyard Mexico's there as well. New videos going up for it this week.
Excellent. All right. So, well, then I guess we can see that live at the Rockin River as well.
Oh, yeah, it's a perfect summer song. Talks about water wings and sprinklers and landlords and crop tops.
What's not to love about summer, too? Megan and Hayden, the County Line, with the rest. You'll see them perform this Saturday, 2 set times over on the side stage. And just one last thing I got to ask, because your band is growing and growing now, and you said that it's where you want it to be. And just once again, for aspiring bands out there, would you credit that to your motto, which is bands that train together, stick together?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what I would do is make sure that your green room is decked out in, exercise bikes and weights, and then you put on a little bit of the Eye of the Tiger, and you guys all just pump some iron before the show to get the blood flowing. That's what I would do.
Yes, that's great. And that you're going to see them all jacked up and ready to go this Saturday, the County Line. Thanks so much, guys, for taking some time to talk with us.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time to talk with
Thanks,
us.
Jesse. Appreciate it.
All right, man. See you this weekend.
Okay, thank you.